Heavens are open, blessings are pouring, we are victorious.
We are venturing into David, the son of Jesse, who was born and grew up in Bethlehem. Easter greetings. We are in the 6th week of Easter, and I continue to bless you. What is so important about the life of David is that in everything that he did, after everything has been said and done, he managed to captivate the heart of God. And God said, David is a man after my own heart. And I think that is what we all aspire to be people after the heart of God, to be loved by God as his creatures. David managed to achieve that. And we want to look at how David managed to achieve such kind of a status in the eyes of God. David, we read that many kings came after him. And before him, there were judges and came King Saul. But all these are not decorated as David was. Why was David so decorated? Even as we read today the Bible, we read about David. Even Jesus Christ, as he came, he was called the son of David. It means David was an important figure. David was actually a man who was in the heart of God. And I think all of us, we need to emulate the life of David. What is of interest to me as I start this series of David is that David was a man who had his fair share of weaknesses and strengths. But David managed to please God after everything has been said and done. He came to God for forgiveness. He came to God for protection. He came to God for everything that he needed. He knew the God that he worshipped. And so today, as a church, we continue to read. We continue to try and emulate the character of David. Why was David so good? Why was David so loved by God? And in this series, we are going to search for that. And once we find that, we are going to keep it, because it is very important for us to be in good books, to be loved by God. Because what is important is to be loved by God. And this is so important and profound to me as I start this series. Some people may be pleased with us. Some people may look at us and admire us. But that is nothing if God looks at us and does not admire us. David was that man who was not admired by people only, but God admired him and said he's a man after my own heart. And people, I bless you and hope you are going to enjoy this series of David as we continue to search, find, and keep. I bless you all in the name of God the Father. Amen.